back, everyone. This is round number 2 of CRF Season 9 in CRF1. The first tier, the best tier, the fastest tier in this racing league. Of course, I'm always, as always, joined by a lovely FIA steward, co-FIA president, what else? CRF2 assistant manager and driver, Fridge.
What's up, dude? Yeah, glad to be here, Sebi. Nice to be alongside you today. Let's see what they will cook here in Tier 1.
I just noticed I forgot your most important title. CRF League Director.
Yeah, you're making me blush, mate.
Yeah, you got so much on your plate.
Honestly? Like, all the titles, but what does it truly mean?
I mean, to be fair, I do also have a shit ton of titles as well, so...
Anyway, it's good to be here. 19 drivers, Japan. This is a tricky track. I'm assuming a lot of shunts, but you know, if any 19 drivers can do well here, it's obviously our best drivers.
Yeah, as of right now, we haven't announced 20 drivers, but currently only 19 are in the lobby. We need Josh actually looking at the Tier 1 chat to say something. Because of the Tier 2 chat, there's some questions about something that goes to the manager, not to the assistant manager, hopefully. As I'm commentating, I'm not going to make any decisions on that front. As we have 1D coming out now, let me quickly connect my controller.
Yeah, we have a few people on track.
Okay,
maybe some noteworthy news.
We are getting
with our reigning champion having left for this season at least. Jack, after an unfortunate previous race and yeah, not really enjoying the game, decided to step back, at least temporarily. Hopefully we'll see him back in the near future, but yeah, no reigning champion to defend the title, and so a lot of yeah, potential new winners.
Not only potential new winners, of course, we gotta remember the fact that last race he wasn't particularly the fastest. I did hear about a little practice session of about 10 of the Tier 1 drivers right before the race, so we can expect a good amount of anything. Sub being one of the people that have stood out in that session by matching Hobbs' pace, but we'll see if Hobbs only bottlenecked himself in that practice session just to not get any hopes, just to get the hopes up of some people and just crushing them down instantly afterwards. So,
yeah, I mean, obviously, I think Hobbs said he was struggling around here. Personally, only thing I've really heard is that Mikas and Cons are on pace. And then, yeah, Sub, not necessarily as much of a surprise as some will maybe think. From what I heard, he is getting coaching, and so yeah, made the most out of it and is now cooking. Let's hope we can see some good racing.
He's getting coaching from a Polish F1 esports driver, as far as I know. Same one that also gave coaching to Mikas, so we can expect a good amount of good old racing.
We can see how much that did for Mikas. He's
I'm honestly,
he was in the fight last season, and obviously now
I think we will need to see it on Subby's side, because it's the first race that he has with his new equipment and after the coaching. So yeah, I am able to quickly send an invite to Meowslayer. He just asked for an invite. Let me see. There we go. There he is. We got Hydra already retiring.
Hydra, he went off.
Yeah, he went. He did go off. Let's see. Maybe I'm able to catch him.
Too? I think he went off in Dagner too.
There we go. Yeah, Dagner 2. Yeah. Probably just spun out of Dagner 1.
Yeah, that's an early retirement, but yeah, not ideal. Would have at least wanted to have set a banker, get warm a bit, and now we'll have to join without any practice at all. 27.7 is the benchmark set by Hobbs already. Oh, 1D. Oh, invalidating his lap. We're already only a 10.5 away from pole yesterday, and we've only done 1 lap. So.
I quickly want to say something about about an elephant in the room, of course. Talking about the Twitch ban that we have received yesterday on both of our channels. It has come to, after an appeal, it was concluded that Twitch actually had a mistake in their system. So the DMCA strike was actually taken away. As you can see, the channel is already up and running again. Even though we've got a 1-day suspension and the DMCA strike has been completely lifted, there's no other things happening to our accounts as of this moment, and we have no strikes currently assigned to our account. So we did nothing wrong in that sense. We're still waiting on reply from Twitch, but other than that, we are in the clear on that front, as we are watching Wandy right now on his in-lap, I think. Yeah, on his in-lap.
Yeah, he just invalidated, like I said.
Yeah, sorry.
And oh my god! Yeah, just quickly showing why these guys are tier 1. 27-3. Absolutely smashing the lap times we've seen yesterday.
Oh yeah, 27.5 was the fastest yesterday, set by you, of all people.
Of all people,
Of
I
all
don't know what that's
people.
supposed to be.
But even then, after that came a 27.7, so already the first 3 people in the group already faster than P2 in CRF2. So we got a lot of pace here that is still getting unleashed by each and every single driver.
Yeah, and Jelmer has something to prove, I feel like, after last week. Had an unfortunate incident that did make him look not the cleanest in my eyes, but I think, you know, we all make mistakes, and if he can bounce back like this, that'd be, yeah, a good comeback from him. Would hope to see a nice result from him, and no drama.
Yeah, no drama.
As Mika's already 0.4 as well. And the top 5 all in the 27s. I think that's bound to be expected. But I think there is a chance we'll see a 26 today. What do you reckon?
Yeah, a 26 is definitely possible. I did wanted to ask something though, because yesterday's race was not really that well streamed. How was the order yesterday in Tier 2?
How was the what now?
The order of finishers in Tier 2 yesterday.
I think Swifty won in front of Biscuit and Kiara.
Yeah, Kiara and P3. What happened to you at the end of that race? Or
I mean, we're doing Tier 1 now, but yeah, unfortunate SC timing, and yeah.
weren't you in P1?
Someone's in the gravel there.
I was just asking because what happened in Tier at the end of the race, because I think you were in P1 after the safety car, but before after everybody pitted, but then at the end you were just teleported back, I think.
Oh yeah, I tapped out once.
And there we see again, boys. Everybody doesn't need to tab out. That's something for future reference.
Well, I did. I got tagged in something. I thought it was important. But yeah.
Yeah, I always check on my phone instead. I mean, I'm hosting the lobby and the safety car is gonna glitch out if I tab out, so...
yeah, I gotcha.
Never tab out, always use something else.
You learn those things the hard way, clearly, but on board with Bran. P16 at the moment, no lap time set.
Still on his outlap.
No, that this guy is... Oh, he's not used anything. Wait.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying still on his outlap.
He's counting his lap time, so he must have aborted his lap?
Either that, or he's just going for a warm-up lap.
He has to be careful, he's almost in the way of that McLaren.
It's the McLaren of Ghosts. Is he gonna go into the pits? Yes, he is, as we see. But let's go over onto Ghost, who's also going into the pits. Okay. Let's see.
Ghost did set a lap time.
Parker is currently on his way to set a lap. My Tier 2 TP. Sadly, soon not anymore, because I'm not gonna be part of it anymore. But still.
Yeah, honestly, it was time to get sacked, honestly.
yeah, I didn't leave on my own volition or anything. Nah, I just got sacked. Let's see if he's able to outpace his teammates from Tier 2. I have set a 28.6.
For a second he had a purple middle sector, but quickly changed back to green. I think the game realizing that may be a bit too much to do.
Yeah, yesterday the Alpine duo set 28.6 and a 28.0 flat, and he instantly smashes that with a 27.8. So he does show why he should be a TP. No, Swifty, not Fridge leaving. Me. I'm gonna leave Tier 2. Not on the managerial side of things. Not on the managerial side of things.
Already.
Yeah, not on the managerial side of things, but on the racing side of things. So I will not be partaking in any races in Tier 2 anymore. John locking up a little bit into turn 2. Gets a solid line out of it though. Now the
really better from sub as well. Up to 28.1.
It was said that he was setting 27.4s in the practice sessions, so there's still a lot to gain for him.
Yeah, I mean, the same can be said of Cons. 27.9 is not the lap that we have come to expect.
Goes
from,
really far wide
the
though.
tango.
Doesn't cut the corner as much.
Oof.
Takes that nicely. Goes onto
A
the
little
curb
deep.
though. Not too healthy. For the
Yellows left
car.
and right. People struggling around this track, and that is to be expected. It is probably one of the trickiest first sectors in the game.
I think
But,
the only trickier first sector might actually be Kota. Oh wait, no, we forget something important. Monaco.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Apart from
yeah.
Monaco. I think personally Kota is harder, but he does flirt with the track limits quite a lot.
So early on the throttle, and you can see the car just not wanting to follow his demands and his commands, but somehow keeping it on track. And this is what you need to do in order to be fast. Just push every centimeter of the track. A little bit of a wiggle out of the final corner, but it is enough just to sneak into the 27s. Only enough for P10 at the moment.
Yeah, XL Rambo, the reserve driver, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
For Red Bull today. Also putting in quite a good of a performance so far in qualifying with a 27.8. He is currently on an in-lap, it seems.
We've had some fantastic reserves recently. Also, last season we had the world record holder of Imola join us for a few races.
2. Literally
Yeah.
just 2 races.
Well, that is okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, here on board with Mikas, one of the title contenders now that Jack has gone, especially, and has a lot of pace on this track. I know because he's my TB.
Yeah.
So let's see what he can cook. A little bit of a lock up there, but gets the rotation. And now into the hairpin, so crucial to get the braking right, and he does get the car nicely turned in. Exit seems pretty decent as well. Try to hold it as tight as possible, reduce the track distance. Try to avoid the bumps where possible. Such a bumpy track this is, and rotating it for Spoon, a little bit of a wiggle on that curb, on throttle, just keeps it in the lines. It looked like he went a little bit wide, but the game allows it for now. Gets a far toe as well. This can give you a 10th or so, but he is a 10th down currently on his own lap time. Doesn't even open DRS. Oh wait, that's not a DRS placement, my bad. Anyway, around the final corner he goes, trying to push it as much as possible. The rear not wanting to stay in line, but can he improve in the final corner? It cannot. And only a 27.6 as Concepts at 27.2. The Ferrari man, the Italian goat, showing his true pace. And Jelmer cannot equal Concepts' lap time.
As we still have a good amount of people left on track driving for a better lap time.
At 50 improved to P5, what a lap.
Good lap by a 50.
Lovely.
Let's see if he gets screwed today again, as he has been saying that he has in the last couple of races.
Yeah, midfield tier 1 is scary, man.
It's a scary place to be in. Wait, actually,
Been there for a few seasons,
Sub is on a lap.
that's
He's
my
not on a lap, he's on his out lap or in lap. Looks like it
may
is.
have aborted just like we've seen before.
And let's see. Dave is looking like he's on a lap. No, he's on an in-lap as well.
He's not using,
seems.
so
He's in an in-lap, so yeah. Lufu is just chilling.
he's ghosted. Does that mean he was in AI? I don't know how that works.
Either an AI or he was
Yeah,
off
or he
track.
could have had a moment and then the game's like, yeah.
We got a Ferrari starting a lap though.
1D hasn't done a lap. Oh, Bren starting a lap. As I say that,
P2.
wow. Ferrari 1-2. Damn.
Yeah, Bran is pretty quick, even though it's the most generic cereal on the planet.
Okay.
You know I have to make that joke constantly, mate. You
Every
already
time.
know me.
Yeah.
Josh Rose is done with a lap.
Just 1D left without a lap time right now as
Goes
Ghost
to
is
6
tenths
tenths.
up. But there is a lot of smoke in front of him. No clue what that's all about. Will he improve to P1? Yes, he will. Senior Ghost. Been away for a bit, but says hello in the most stylish of ways. P1, at least for now, for the McLaren driver.
This guy isn't smoke and mirrors. He is going to put it down on the track, and he does so successfully yet again with a really good lap time. What a guy.
Yeah, just every time that people like almost forget that he's an insanely fast driver, he just quickly silences them with a lap like that. And now it is a McLaren, Ferrari, Ferrari, McLaren Sandwich.
Of course, everybody seems to be going into the pits now, so we are literally just waiting on someone going out for the last lap that they are able to place into
Maybe Josh is on the lap?
the leaderboard. No, Josh isn't on a lap, he has a board.
He's not on the lap. Oh, okay.
I saw that, that's why I didn't go to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we are back again, looking at the pit lane to wait for another driver to come out. Looking quite grim. Let's see. We got some very unhyped people on the, on the roof and the other floors. We see an AlphaTauri go out. We see a McLaren and an Alpine also go out. So let's turn on the overlay yet again and go back onto the first car that is going to hit the track. I think it might be Sausage Joe who is. No, he's in garage. That's F50. F50 is going to be the first car to start his last lap. So let's go on board with him to see what he is going to be able to do. Of course, we gotta remember, there's still a lot of time left on track. If somebody is able to set a 27.1, might have been on used tires, might have been. So new tires will definitely unsettle the order a little bit. We got Chicken, for example, still being able to pull out a bit. If that's the case, same with Mika, same with Josh Rose, same with Hobbs. This is not yet a lost battle for any of them. And a pole position is still a good thing to have on the resume and also the best position to start the race that is coming up afterwards. As we see them just on an outlap, just taking it cool, keep the tires warm enough to just start the lap in the most optimal fashion.
Yeah, still a few drivers I would expect to jump up. Lufu in the 28s is not as good as I would expect. Same with Sub. John probably. Parker's been doing really well recently, but yeah, if you start telling that everyone could be better, then the order stays the same again, yeah? So I guess we just have to let them do the talking on track.
You gotta set the expectations high, especially for the fastest tier of CRF, you know. As we are now going on to a lap with the wonderful F50. I think the only Indian driver that's ever raced in CRF1. Don't know if Tyres did.
Really close behind the McLaren, which doesn't sound ideal, but if as long as he's not faster than whoever it is in front of him, I think it's Jelmer. It actually just benefits you because dirty air is almost non-existent. And Slipstream is
McLaren
insanely
in front
strong.
is not Jalmer because he did not get overtaken by anybody on his outlap.
I think he did. He did.
Let us quickly see. It's Jalmer!
Yeah. So.
Then let us see what he is still able to do. He's 500s up on his time. Not the best point he wants to start
he's
at.
4/10 away, but it's almost for him a matter of just protecting his position. As Rambo has
retired in turn 2.
Died.
Just before turn 3, he did put it into a wall. That's a DNF
I've done
for
that
him.
before as well. Just on the exit there, Rares can give up. And then the wall's actually quite close by.
No improvement for him there.
50, pushing hard and making the most out of the slipstream he's getting. This is a really smart positioning from the AlphaTauri driver. Can we even call that anymore? I'll say V-Carb, my bad.
Yeah.
But 50, just a 10th up, doesn't provide him with an extra position, but would help in protecting against someone like Parker. He improves by like 3/10, and a 0.5 will surely solidify a top 10 position for him. It does put him in front of John, who does improve to P10 himself. What can Cons do? He was pushed down to third now as Hobbs only 11 thousandths away from pole. One, he improves to P3. What can Cons do around the final corner? Can he do anything to this? Oh no,
he can't
cannot.
make us!
As Mika's last second, the only one to go into the 26s. Can anyone dethrone him from another pole position? Around the final few corners comes Brand, the other Ferrari. Cons was not able to, but what can Brand do? A little bit over the grass, that cannot be ideal. Cutting the corner as much as possible. What can he do? It's P5 right behind his teammate. And now Ghost, the only one really, but he is not using until he's done. Anyone else? What about Sub? Joe going into the pits, Meow Slayer has crashed. What can Sub do? Sub is still on the lap.
No, he isn't. He has
Oh,
his
he's not.
ERS fully full.
Man, Sub, after all that, down in 17th, I'm so disappointed. I really wanted
Yeah.
to see him cook. But it's all about the race. Oh, going into the pits is going to delay the session even longer.
But Mikas with a great pole position of about 1.5 tenths in front.
Yeah,
Really
that's
good
just,
position to start.
I mean, there's I think 3 or 4 people here that can do a 26, but ultimately it's all about making it happen when you're in the session, and under pressure it's not as easy as it sounds. And he cooked it. 126.975, the only 26 we've seen all weekend.
Yeah, we can already see some stuff forming on the grid at least. Like already said, pretty disappointing from Sub after all that coaching and what I've heard from the practice sessions so far. But yeah, as we...
Still a lot of positions to make up in the race. It's very doable, just has to be careful because that midfield can be a scary place, both in CRF1 and 2.
Yeah,
So
as we are able to run down every single person on the grid. P1 with a 26.9 is Mikas, followed closely by Ghosts and Hops for the P3, for the top 3 spots on the grid.
Another Polish one too, by the way.
Yeah, another Polish one too. And now the 4th position is Cons, followed by Bran, Wandy, Jelmer, Josh Rose, Modern Chicken, F50, John, XR Rambo, Parker, Hyder Leo, Sausage Joe, Lufu, Sub, Dave Raptors, and of course in the last position,
Nice.
Meow Slayer. Really surprising
about second in
position
there.
from Wandy though, after his last couple of races not going that well.
I mean, he's shown on this game he's at the pace, but yeah, obviously him being so far up, it just shows, yeah, a lot of commitment, hard work. It just pays off, and good to see him up there.
We got all cars lined up on the grid, but of course a little bit of
Someone
wait
already
time.
readied up? Is that what that means?
Could be, could not be.
Is that someone still connecting? Anyway, very interesting here is the strategy. If you're lucky, you can make the hearts work at the start, especially if you don't lose too many positions. It's an excellent tire to start on, especially now with a sunny weather forecast.
Yeah.
Obviously, mediums I think is going to be the main tire to start on. Just a little bit less risk in terms of safety car. In terms of losing positions early, you just want to avoid that. Track position so important. So yeah, I'm not expecting any softs today, except for when there's a very late safety car. But
Same here.
still, I've heard some people with different ideas. Some people thought that the soft could maybe work. It's all a matter of strategy.
Even on
Let's see
lap
what everyone-
22 yesterday, where we had a safety car, not a lot of people went soft, but actually the medium paid out a little bit more, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the medium.
but I feel like the soft didn't even the soft, like for the last 3 laps on after the safety car, the soft started to degrade already compared to the mediums.
Yeah.
So if it happens after 2 or
we
3
hear the
laps, that's
beeping.
already
We hear
kind
the
of scary.
beeping. It's time for the
I
race
hear the
start,
beeping.
and I'm gonna give it away to Fridge. Yeah, time to go.
Alright, here we are for round 2 as the first light already immediately goes off, but we have 5 lights anyway, and we are off and away here in Suzuka. It's a good start, it looks like, from Ghost, but not good enough to go alongside Mikas. He defends the position against Ferrari. There's a McLaren already pushed off wide. I think that's Jelmer getting pushed. Cons on the outside of Hops. Can he keep that position? A little bit of squirming, a little bit of squabbling. Cons having a little look on the inside, doesn't get the position. As already there's an Aston on the inside, someone's off. That's, I think, Meow Slayer already round. As Hops is defending everywhere. He's on the hards, but Cons on the mediums. He's around the, oh, it's Brand on the outside. He takes the position. Now Cons on the outside having a look. But this is hard versus hard. And this is never gonna work, guys. And they try to make it work. This contact is going to push wide. And it's Cons getting pushed. He's wide. And I think there's some damage on both drivers. Wings flying everywhere. And chaos here in Suzuka.
We still got a good amount of time before the first lap ends, and it's already that much chaos just in the first place. We got Hyder Leo spinning around. That's Hyder Leo. Hyder Leo spun around on lap 1 as well. Meow Slayer earlier in the wall. Already 2 people basically taken out of the race. He did rejoin quite well again, though. Meow Slayer, I must say, we got a Parker with a huge bit of oversteer. Not really that good to have on the first couple of laps. Bran taking the competition out one by one, making it up 2P2 already. Senior Ghost needing to give up the position. Brand just faster behind him, or maybe lower wings, but we will see as we start the second lap of the Grand Prix, still with Mikas in the lead. Not the biggest gap that he would want to have. John also having some issues. What is up with
yellow,
John?
there's John off. John is off.
John is off, and he's nearly spinning it around again. Is he going into the pits? No, he is not, but we will see if somebody else is going.
I'm curious if Hops and or Cons have damage, both touching in...
Hops
Digner.
does... does he?
Wing and
No,
plate
he
looks
does
okay.
not have damage. He does not have damage. Cons, on
What
the
about
other hand,
Cons?
should have. I saw a front wing flying. No.
Yeah, it could be someone hitting him. No, it looks like he's fine, but the tires will not be happy. I mean, 2 hard tires, full weight. Dave and I have touched once in Digner 1, I think in F1 23. One of his first races here, CRF1, I remember. Yeah, it's just so tight there, and on the inside goes the Ferrari. A little bit of contact, but that is the position for Brand. But Mikas will not be